Welcome back to RealVacantLand.com. This is Luke Smith, and I've got another live feed for you this morning talking about land deals. Last week I gave away 500 mailers. And that's the way we buy land. This is all about RealVacantLand.com, buying land, offering cash for land, buying land at good prices, and then putting it back up for sale on the internet. So I took an educational course from landacademy.com, and they teach a lot about how to go buy and sell land. And the main thing that they teach is to make a cash offer with a dollar price in there of how much you're willing to pay for the land, and do it systematically over a homogeneous kind of group of similar types of properties. And so last week I gave away, I'll make the offers, I'll pay for the mailers to go out, I'll put them in my name, we'll answer the calls, we'll see what the deals are that come back, and I'll even finance the deals that come back. I'll put up the money to buy the properties. I will, or friends, family, groups, investors, and things that put together over time doing these different deals. Just take profits from old deals and stick them into new deals, and we'll finance them. And then the people, whoever got the 500 free mailers last week or bought some of the other 1,500 mailers that I offered, we'll keep half the profits from that. So if you get them for free, no risk, take a shot and see what it comes out. So last week I was saying that I would go after some commercial properties, multifamily properties, and I've been crunching data most all the last week. Any spare minute I had, I was crunching data, went through thousands of property records, public records, and databases, and trying to figure out the best way to make cash offers on these multifamily properties and commercial properties. But maybe I was a little too optimistic, because I was going after zip codes and areas that have the best, the lowest times on market, the least inventories, the highest, what I would figure would be the fastest turnaround. So trying to get the most advantageous deals and the most advantageous prices. And maybe it's too many mosts in a row, because I was cooking down these data sets like 6,000 properties, and I get down to one property that met the criteria, or 3 or 5, or in different data sets like that. Like, oh man, the statistics don't work when I make a bunch of I want to make a bunch of offers across to similar kinds of assets to figure out which ones come back as the cheapest, best ones out of that group. And if I buy the best price ones out of that group, then I can go put them up for sale, and I know there's no cheaper ones out there because I try to buy them all. And I just vet the heck out of that market, and I know what it is, and I can put them up for sale for a little bit more and keep the difference, right? With generally or theoretically a low risk kind of approach. And so commercial properties are a different animal than the residential properties. There's a lot less of them, and they're a lot more unique, and they're very much more location specific and zoning specific, use specific. Excuse me, I'll figure it out. I haven't figured out how to do mass offerings. So I think instead of going after the hottest places where everything's built out, I got to go further out, smaller towns outside of, further out from bigger towns, and hit those. So I'll keep trying to do that, trying to figure that out and figure out my angle into that space over time. But in the meantime, for the mailers, the guys that bought mailers last week and the person who won some mailers, I'm going back to bread and butter, rural vacant land kinds of properties, and a little bit bigger dollar ones, Southern California, closer to the coast kinds of properties. And there's thousands and thousands and thousands of vacant properties, and I didn't hit the right buttons. Let's see here. Sorry, I just was working on something and I didn't get totally ready on time here. Okay, so I keep turning the phone off for the call. And yeah, so that's the idea. So today I'm going to give away some more mailers. I'm going to give away another 500 mailers. I'm not really opening up the window for more people to buy mailers because it's a lot of work for me to do that. I open the window up for one more person, just one more person to buy 1,500 mailers if they wanted to. The link's down below in this video. Just open to one person, 1,500 mailers for $1,500, and I'll do some more mailers for you. I'll take the calls. I'll sift through it. I'll do all the work. You put up the $1,500 for 1,500 mailers, and whatever deals I can get out of those 1,500 mailers, I'll give you half of the profits, half of what I can get out of the deal. So that's half of, after the investors and different people put up the money and all kinds of fees and whatever, half of my profits, what I would get to take home, I'll split with you. And I hope that's going to be like a, one of those big dollar paydays like to brag about later on. So that's the idea. I'm trying to seed future presentations with these numbers. See what we can do. Yeah. So in the meantime, let's go take a look at realvacantland.com. I'm going to show you some properties, new properties that came up for sale this week on the website, and I'm excited to go see. I haven't had the time. I've been working on mailers. I haven't had the time to keep up with what's gone up for sale. So I'd like to jump in there. Let's see what we got. And then I'll give away some more mailers. I'll give away another 500 mailers to someone who's listening, watching, and can just answer a basic question. I'm going to try to get hit a couple buttons here so I can see the chat. Okay. Julie R says, "Yeah, I found you excited." I think she was on before the call. Jay Bird, good morning. Good morning, all. TK Dawes, hey, Luke. Good morning, folks. Good afternoon. Good morning. Greetings from Philadelphia. Gloria Williams. Mr. Flash 5 says, good morning. Patricia Zacks, good morning, Luke. Thank you for your help. Yeah, she's got some properties up for sale on the website. It's always fun to see the ones that she's got. And she's got good fresh pictures. She's a photographer. I think she has more fun at picking out pictures. Deborah Bradley, good morning, Luke. Anytime Towing. What's up, Luke? I'm on the commercial plan. Yeah. Trying to get some commercial properties. We'll just keep swinging. I've got some over time, like accidentally trying to get residential properties. And the sweet thing about commercial, I mean, the price isn't usually the sweet thing, but the use is usually the sweet thing. And a lot of people don't realize. A lot of people are asking me, can I do this? Can I do that? Can I fix people's cars in my garage on this property? Can I put a sign out front to run my business? Can I have a riding school, where kids come ride horses there, or people that special needs come ride horses, and or can I have a bunch of exotic animals? Can I live in my RV? Can I put a mobile home? Can I put a dome home? Can I, all these can I things, right? I said, well, it's residential. You're looking at the cheapest land that's for sale. It's just logical. That's where you should start looking, right? But it's residential. So people have all these residential rules and regulations because they want the neighborhood to fit in, and they think it's going to uphold the value of the properties. But what I see is the commercial ones that don't have all those regulations about fitting into the neighborhood, they trade for a lot higher prices. So I think people that are worried about upholding the value of the neighborhood are kind of selfish. And if there were commercial properties, they'd probably be worth a lot more, because you could put your business there and you start valuing the property for how much it's worth to have your business on that property instead of just the house. And if it's commercial, a lot of people don't realize that you can put a house there too. So you could say either commercial or residential, whichever one's the highest and best use, it could be the use. But a lot of neighbors don't like commercial stuff in their area. So I'd like to have commercials, and it's a lot easier I think it's a lot easier to sell the properties because anybody can do what they want with them. A lot easier, a lot more openness to do what you want. Jeffrey Day says, good morning, Luke. Good morning, all. How's everything feeling about losing an hour of sleep? I know, right? We got up earlier this morning to get the kids out of bed. They were not understanding it. let's see. The Vinny Tipetti says you're the best. Really learning a lot of you and investments. Yeah. Good afternoon, Luke. Luke, do you have any property in Arkansas with a home on it? Do you have any property in Arkansas with a home on it? Let's jump into the website. I'll try to answer this one. I don't believe I do right now. I've had some in the past. I just did a deal to sell basically all the rest of the Arkansas properties that I've got on the website. And there's some of the other guys have whole building. I'm set up in my kid's tree house, and there's a way for the dog to get in. The dog just came in, just got out of the pond. It's all muddy and like scratching right by my feet. So the whole building's shaking if the camera's looking weird. So let's look at Arkansas and let's go for sale. Let's sort by price, and I would assume the ones with the highest price might have the highest probability of homes on them. And the ones with homes that I've bought in the past have sold pretty easily and pretty quick, and they're not usually fancy homes. They're usually like tear downs or like you totally got to go rework everything homes. They're probably good for the utilities only, right? So let's sort by price, and here we go. Okay, so the most expensive one on the website in Arkansas right now is $2,299, and that doesn't look like a home, or else there'd be something in the picture. I don't think we have any home properties on there right now. Yeah, but you might want to call Curtis. He's got most of the Arkansas properties on the website right now. I'll basically hand the torch over to him. He's a really nice guy. He's been doing enough land deals. I think that he's like paying for his kids to go to college. That's the main point of him doing these land deals. And he's got 2 or 3 sons in college right now, and just going for it, right? So here's the most expensive one that he's got on the website, $2,299 in Izard County, Arkansas, 0.42 acres. He's been cherry picking the best of the best ones in that area. It's like paved roads, power lines. Looks like power line in the back, and you're gonna have Crown Lakes right here, Diamond Lakes over here, Horseshoe Bend's over here, Home Depot, or not Home Depot, but Walmart's over here, and Ash Flat. It's not very far away, 7, 8, 10 minutes, something like that. To get supplies, Arkansas, there's always a Walmart right around the corner, right? So sorry, no homes in the Arkansas ones right now. Jarrett Curley is saying it's probably been asked, but on the mailers, do we get to choose the area to target? No, sorry. That means I have to go learn a whole new area. And it's not that easy. I mean, it's not that easy to just jump in a new area and send out mail. And then it's not that easy for me to offer to finance all of the deals that come back in that area, because I might not believe in the area. And I like to mail stuff that I believe in. I want to buy properties that I believe in. And I don't want to sell stuff that I don't believe in. I mean, it's just that simple, right? So you might have an awesome area, and I might agree with you. Yeah, we'll go mail that area. But yeah, you're gonna have to ask. But I'm not gonna just go jump into new areas all the time because someone wants me to mail there. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough time and energy to do that. I'm trying to get ones that I think will have higher margins. I've done a lot of different land deals, like more than 1,600 properties sold in the last couple of years. I don't know anybody with those kinds of numbers of properties sold. I'm not trying to brag, I'm just saying, the statistics off of that is that I've learned a bunch, and what kinds of deals make money and what kinds of deals don't. A lot of those deals didn't really make money. I mean, they look like it on paper if you look at what I bought it for and what I sold it for. But if you look at all the expenses of running the show in between to actually get them sold, like the expense of selling them, the expense of presenting them and making it happen, it doesn't pencil out. Like, I've spent thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands. I can't even count it all the money I've spent on advertising, and it's just I'm tired of sending other people money. I'd rather put it into better deals and more sought after properties, and I think everybody wins in that case, instead of over advertising something to get it sold. It's I'd like the weight of the deal, the beauty of the land, the pros of the land to do the sale, and I think that'll be a lot higher margin stuff. And with a lot higher margin stuff, cutting out all that advertising costs, we can make more money on the deal. And so when I'm giving away the mailers, I'm trying to give away something that's highly economic, like the best I can pull off. This is my best. I keep learning, and it should be better and better over time as I keep learning and improving. And so making more money off of that deal, I think, is what we all want. And you can take that money to go buy something in the area that you want to buy for yourself. I think that's the better way of doing it. Like, people have asked if the properties I've given in the past, they could trade them for something else. And my reply is, look at the economics, how much it cost me to get that property versus what you're trying to trade it for. Why don't you sell that property? Let me sell it, or let's go sell it somehow. Take the money from the sale and go put that into what you want. And that's like, instead of barter, going to the cash system kind of talk, but it's just the way it is. So yeah, I got these Arkansas ones on the screen, and I was going to go to what's new and for sale on the website, and I'll do that while I keep going to see if I get some more comments or questions. A lot of people saying hi and hello, thumbs up, and yeah, hey Luke, good morning. Morning from Memphis. And Chuck L is on Chuck Lidka, I think it is, if I'm got the right person. And Chuck, for a topic we were talking about before, there is a public law library here in San Diego, and they have some free classes. And after that conversation we had, Chuck, I was thinking about going to some of those classes, and to learn, but also to meet people and network. I think that'd be a good forum to network, find like paralegal types and attorney types to help in some of the different solving some of the different things that come up in business. Jeff Daly says, those Angela's comment to give her the credit on Spring Forward. Yeah, Spring Forward. California voted to make it so we could get rid of the daylight savings time if the legislature so wants to. So maybe this will be the last. We'll see if California gets rid of it. But it looks like we're on the way there. TK Dawes, I got a guy that went to see my property. I gave him your number, $50 to take pictures of my land in Arizona. Nice. Yeah, so I've got a lot of different people. I've hired different people to go take pictures over time. The $50 guys, like off of Craigslist, usually run out there with their cell phone or something if they're in the area or they're driving by or whatever, and get some pictures of their foot and their truck and their dog or whatever. Not usually the best pictures, but they can work, and they can get a description of the property, see if you can actually get there and that kind of stuff. More recently, I've been paying the more professional guys to get pictures, and they're usually a couple $100, $200 to $500, or maybe more, to actually get out to these properties to take some real pictures that present it in a good light and things. But $50 is good. I've hired a lot of $50 guys. Usually spend a crazy amount of time trying to teach them how to get to the property. That's usually my experience. Anytime towing. I just want to have a home style small ranch and be able to run my trucks in and out. I do shipping and will step out of towing here. Step out of towing here eventually. Nice. Yeah, so I mean, you probably want someplace like Texas where you can really get away with that just about anywhere where the zoning's open for it. But I'm sure there's the right property out there for you. Any homes? Jay Bird is saying any homes in Arizona for sale. Not that I know of. I don't have any in Arizona that I know of. It's a funny noise. Angela, 47 watch and 6 thumbs up. What? Is that good or bad? I don't know. Give money away. More people will show up someday. TK Dawes, I'll be calling soon about that Arizona land, Luke. Okay. Juliard, do you know any Shasta County property on terms or similar to no restrictions? Shasta. So let's pull up Shasta. I got the screen up here on all of them, but let's go California, Shasta, Shasta County. I just made a couple YouTube videos a week or so ago about some Shasta County properties. I had the photo guy get up there, got some new photos of the properties. And so I think these ones that are coming up will be some of the new pictures. But here's one for $437 a month for 48 months, 5 acres. So that one's on the website. 5 acres for $437 a month. So that's terms. There's a gate. I think there's a gate. The neighbor's got a gate. So, okay. I know what's going on. I sent the photo. Well, I don't have it on the screen. Sent the photo guy up to this one, and I think he went to one route to get in there, not the other route to get in there. And so that picture is as of a gate that like if you did Google directions, it'll take you there. So the property's here in the woods, and it's got this road on the back side, and it goes up here, and there's a gate over here to get down there. But if you take this road and you go to the power lines and down and around, I don't believe there's a gate. And I think you can drive over there that direction, so ignore that gate. The gate takes you the wrong way. But, I mean, here's some pictures of the area, 5 acres, and people are doing most whatever they want in the area. I'm not saying there's no regulations, it's just there's nobody around to really tell you what to do. And just beautiful mountains in the background, just woods, rolling hills, trees, and here's the gate from the different direction. As you get back in there, it's got some trails. Looks like you can drive up into it. Some old logging trails, kinds of trails. It's got easements. It's got legal easements going in and out of there. The whole top of this thing's got easements over to this power line, and this power line route's got ingress, egress easements. So there's a 5 acre in Shasta County of $437 a month. It's $437. You can go move into the property. $8,900 for 1 acre, 89 or 9,900 for 1 acre, 89 for 1 acre. I just got pictures on these two properties, and then there's this one too. I got to get the pictures updated on this one. 4.79 acres. We could probably figure out some kind of financing on this one with some good money down. I think it'd like $3 or $4 grand down or something on that would probably get us going, depending on how much you want to do a month. And then it's up on the hills. It's I should get a better map in here. Yeah, so there's a couple properties you could do financing on in Shasta County. And then Jason Lydiard's answering some questions about some acreage he's got. And Herb says hello. And good morning, Luke. Okay. So Jason Lydiard, he's on the website and Real Vacant Land too. We do a bunch of land deals together, so he's in the comments answering some questions too. So Jason can try to answer some questions, and I'm gonna pull up the ones that are on the newest ones that are up for sale on realvacantland.com. So thanks, Jason. So we're on the website. I've been here a couple times. I keep getting distracted. So the latest one, the most recent one that's up for sale is 1.08 acres. It's just over an acre. in Mojave County, Arizona for $4,895. Looking at this picture, I'm guessing it might be one of Patricia Zach's properties, but let's take a look at this. Her pictures are always just a little more artistic than everybody else, which I think is great. It's, I don't know why my website's taking so long. No, it's Andy Barnhart. Okay, Andy got this one. So $4,895. And, let's see, where's that? We got to get the maps going on this thing. Let's check out his pictures. Looks like there's a power line up ahead. Somebody's doing like a Jeep rally in the area. Looks like a triangular shaped one. And there's another house, a couple houses in the same valley. So if they figure it out, I'm sure you can figure it out. It's not like it's uninhabitable kind of area. So we've got Lake Mead up here to the north, got Las Vegas just over an hour away. So you could go entertain yourself in Las Vegas and then come back to your property here without that much trouble. Get your supplies and stuff in Vegas. There's some cholla cactus. Those things get spiky. Don't want to step on those, but they're beautiful. It's a different kind of landscape, right? So if you're coming from like Michigan, where I grew up, coming to this, it's just exotic, and it's such nice weather in the winter, in the spring, and the fall, and summer it gets pretty hot, but the rest of the time it's beautiful. So look at this, just rolling hills, nature ready to go for you. $4,895. You probably drive up the RV. Saw some RVs in the area. I don't think anyone's going to bother you. Conejos, Colorado. There you go. I've seen some land for sale in this county. I think Kent Taylor in the past has had some land for sale. This website, 1881. And I've never seen any on our website, so let's see what it is. I think those stuff Kent Taylor had was like mining claims, but I might be wrong. Andy Barnhart, $5,400 for 1 acre, and I don't know how to say the name of this. Cohinas, Conejos County, Colorado. Might be some trees in the area. Trees are probably down by the river. It's a river in the area. This is so new on the website, we don't have the maps up yet. Let's see where this is at. Yeah, the river's not very far away. Alamosa River. What part of Colorado is this? Chiquita Peak? I think it's way west, but let's see. Oh, southwest. Okay, so Denver's up here, and property's down here. And so you probably take the 25 to, I don't know what this is, go towards Alamosa, and it's southeast of Alamosa, Colorado. I don't think there's that many people out there. You get the place to yourself. You got Durango over here, all kinds of skiing and mountain biking, and went to look at some horses for sale in Durango one time. That was a fun drive. We drove over there from Southern California. It's a beautiful area. Just beautiful. And this whole area is just beautiful. It's different, it's different from what I'm used to. Okay, so then we've got, here's some more Mojave. I'll try to pick up the speed a little bit. Hopefully we get down the list a little bit more here. We got some better maps. We got to get the maps installed on these newest properties. $4,995. Andy Barnhart's been busy. I wonder how much mail he sends out. He's always got deals going. It's so much fun to see. 1 acre, Mojave County, Arizona. $133 a year for taxes. Let's see where it's at. Golden Horseshoe Ranchos. I've never heard of that one. There's a Texaco not very far away. There's the Colorado River. White Hills. Okay, so Lake Mead is up to the north. We're not very far from Las Vegas, and this must be Mojave, Lake Mojave, and then down here is going to be Lake Havasu. So it might be closer to go to Vegas than Lake Havasu from this property. Yeah, Vegas is probably your go-to, like Henderson. You probably get the Home Depot and supplies in Henderson, and then bring them back to the property. Go build what you want to build, make what you want to make. And then Castilla County, Colorado. You guys ever look and see how many properties are sold in Castilla County, Colorado on ruralvacantland.com? I should pull that up. It's kind of amazing. I noticed that the other day. I was like, wow. So we keep getting these Castilla County, Colorado properties. And I wasn't sure if they were selling or not, but boy, are they. They've been selling. Let's see. Colorado, Castilla for sale. I'll pull that up while we look at this one. So 2,985. Well, I didn't want for sale. I wanted sold. Let me change it to the sold ones. 5 acres. 5 acres in Colorado for just under $3,000. And you get views of all kinds of mountains in this area. It's just wide open, ready to go. I talked to Andy about the rules and regulations. That looks like Mount Blanca up there. He just keeps coming up with these. Mobile home lot near beautiful Arizona mountains, Cochise County. Oh, here we go. $495. Take a look at that one. $495 for Cochise County. It's a third of an acre. You can put a mobile home on it. Again, Andy Barnhart, $495. So here's all the Castilla County that are sold. I'll just go back to this. There's 10 per page, and we're working on page 5. So there's 40 something that are sold. 40, 1, 2, 3, 43 of them sold on the website since this version of the website was built. Okay, so here's the location of that, the $495, right? $495 lot in Cochise County, Arizona. So it's just north of Douglas. Douglas has a Walmart and supplies and things, schools and that kind of stuff, grocery store. It looks like it's got some little roads in here. You just drive in, and you can put your mobile home. So you probably pour a slab or put it on blocks. I'm not sure what they require there, but I don't think much of anything. But you can put a mobile home here. And there's a bunch of these green things are I can't think of the name of the tree right now. Totally slipped my mind. But just kind of bushy tree. Okay, let me go back to the list. See what we can see on the list. So I'm gonna get rid of these old ones. Okay, so next up is we've got Florida. Hernando County, Florida. This is probably Jason Lydiard. Jason Lydiard is on he's in the comments answering questions. I'm guessing this is one of his properties. 0.46 acres. He's asking $8,900 or $1,000 down and $200 a month for 48 months, 0% interest. And yeah, look at that. It looks like it's right on a road. Looks like there's some houses in the area. Yeah, this is Jason Lydiard. Jason, we should get your picture on here. Maybe you could get us a picture someday. We could see what you look like. I mean, I understand if you don't want your picture, but it'd still be nice to have your picture up here. Look at that beach. There's a white one. This must be up north. That looks like Panama City or something. Hernando County, Florida. Let's see. I got to get the maps in here. He's got GPS. Let's use that and see where this thing's at. $8,900. Let's see what $8,900 gets you in Florida. Thrasher Avenue. The heck are we seeing here? So there's a bunch of nature. Oh, look at that. Here's the okay. So we must be on the west coast of Florida. Okay, so we're up north of St. Petersburg. We're west of Orlando. So as we go over towards the ocean from Orlando, we get to this area. And it kind of looks like some coastal swamps before you get out to the beaches, but they probably got some islands out here, like Pine Island, or some islands with some awesome beaches. And you got neighborhoods filling in, so people building into the woods here and going for it. I wonder if we have street view. Oh, yep, got street view. Okay, let's drop the little guy in here and take a look. Oh, that looks like solid ground. That's good. It's not like Florida swamp. Good pine trees. Go build in the pine trees. Bet you get some beautiful weather there. $8,900. What was the size of it? 0.46 acres. That's pretty cool. And then Jason's offering financing too, so you could do $1,000 down. I'm guessing you could put a mobile home in there. I'm not 100% sure. Jason would know better. Says you can put in a septic and yeah, just go for it. Let's see if there's a power line right out front. Look at that. There's a power line. Build a septic. What more do you need? Looks great. Quarter acre in Claiborne County, Arkansas. This is probably Curtis. I'm guessing Curtis got this one. He's been putting a bunch of them up there. I was just looking at the Izard County ones, and I think I got down to like 12 left, and I used to have hundreds of them, but now Curtis is filling in the Izard County on the website. He's got he's been cherry picking the best of the best out there, and just really high grading it. And so it's too hard for me to compete with. So my properties are going away. I just did a deal. The last of mine are gone, or they should be. Like maybe by the time this call's done, they'll be off the website. And then the girls are taking them off the website right now. It's quarter acre for $500. Quarter acre for $500. And then that's overlooking the lake. He's got a bunch of pictures here, and this is Izard County. So there's electricity, there's paved roads to lots of these properties, and here's a shot of the lake, and it's supposed to be really good fishing. There's always boating going on. There's these boat houses that are really popular in these lakes, and you can keep your boat in these boat houses and go use your boat. You can live on a property like this and drive not very far. You could probably take a golf cart really, but go to the boathouse and go boating and go enjoy the lake, enjoy the water, and just have fun with it. And you can live back in the woods without anyone bothering you. You know, raise some chickens and stuff and just go for it. And they're really cheap. The taxes are cheap. The fees to set up are cheap. The supplies are cheap. The labor's cheap. All things cheap all the way around. Some people complain about $100 here and there on the different fees. I mean, but comparing it to the rest of the country, this Arkansas stuff is extremely cheap, and it's just amazingly cheap. It's like they're stuck in their old fees and time from the 50s or something. So if you like the prices and the rules in the 50s, go to Arkansas, go to these Arkansas ones, and you can still get it. It's like they haven't changed. So here's some more Claiborne County. Here's Nevada, Humboldt County, Nevada, 41 acres. Let's see who this is. Don't have the owner on here. I've got to get that fixed. 1,000 down and $250 per month for 60 months. 41 acres, Humboldt County, Nevada. Let's pull this up. See where we're at. Oh, Winnemucca. There we go. Okay. I went to a fun gun store in Winnemucca one time. You could test the guns in the parking lot. It's my kind of store. So here's Blue Mountain. I was involved in financing a geothermal project on Blue Mountain one time. Nevada Geo Power. It's a little penny stock company. Did a site visit. It's like on the shoulder of this mountain. They're drilling holes, and wonder if we can find the drill pads even. This might be it. Yeah, here we go. Here's a geothermal power plant. I think Ormat ended up buying it out or whatever, but I was involved in the finance of the exploration of what has turned into this power plant in a previous career. It was a lot of fun. So just down the way is Crawford Farms. I don't know. Okay, so this is the property. So you got geothermal power up the road, and you've got 41 acres. I don't know what to say about it. 41.53 acres, $13,900. Close to the road. Looks like a little dirt road going up to it. So you can go make it your own. Cochise County, $495. Put number 2 on here because people are always calling asking about properties. Like, okay, which one? What county? What size? What price? Oh, I got numerous ones the same size, same price. So Andy found the solution. He just put number 1, number 2, just number them in the title. That's great. I love that. 0.19 acres, Cochise County, Arizona, $495. So here's a map of it, and it's a bunch of these kinds of lots laid out in the area. It looks like there's a street, or there's something was actually built over here, and then you got to build the last little bit. Make your driveway, do a little jag, follow the angle down here, and get into your property, and then you can put your mobile home there. And I'm guessing nobody else is built in the area, so you can just just do it. Just do it. Look at that. They even laid them out in circles, made a circle formation. $495. Dog's trying to get me. Oh, dog just got out of the pond. Don't want the dog on me. Let's see what's up next. Got to give some land away. That's what's up next. So there's a couple more properties coming up, and we'll see. There's Cochise, number 1, Cochise, 0.19 acres. Same thing, $495. 2.23 acres in Klamath County, Oregon. Let's open that one up. Here's Apache County, Arizona, 1995 for 1 acre. Some more Apache County, Arizona, 1995 for 1 acre. I love this. He's doing number 1, number 2 because he's got multiples. The same thing. Puebla County, Colorado, $895 for a third of an acre. 5 acres, Cochise County, $2,895. It's nice. These Cochise County ones are just so easy to use. He's calling them 2 acres or 5 acres of freedom. So Cochise County, you can go in there and go build what you want without inspections on these 5 acres, 4 acres, 5 acre, ones that are zoned RU4. And then here's some more Cochise. $695 for a third of an acre, $595 for 0.13 of an acre. Apache County, Arizona, $1695 for a third of an acre in Apache. Apache is really easy to use too. I'm going to load up this Apache one. 160 acres overlooking Spokane River. Ooh. Who got that one? Let's look at that too. Okay, so let's look at some of these guys. Let's kill out the Humboldt one. So here's 2.23 acres in Klamath County, Oregon. Aaron English has this one up on the website. So it's Klamath County, Oregon. This is north of California, southern central Oregon. It looks like he's got a picture of the road that goes to the property. And you'd go off the highway and you go over to the property. It looks like it's in the trees. And here's a lake. It's not too far away. Lakes and mountains and trees, and your property's in the trees. He's asking $7,500. Here's one, $1,995. This is 1.14 acre in Apache County. So if you go to these Apache County, if you look up Apache County on the website, you'll see Andy Barnhart all over the place and others of these properties. In Apache County, you can drive up with your RV and just move in the same day. I mean, you can just go have fun there, and they don't seem to bother you much about anything, like building a septic, especially. Is one of the big bills that most of these places require you to go build a septic. But here, I think the regulations say you're supposed to build a septic, but nobody seems to. And I shouldn't say nobody seems to. I mean, just hardly anyone seems to. And yeah. And then we've got some more Apache. Just look at the map. There's so many Apaches. Bunch of Apache to choose from on the website. Okay, so here's a different one. 160 acres in Stevens County, Washington. I don't have the owner on here. It's probably the same person that posted the other property. I'll have to get that fixed. Okay, Wild West Land Company. So this is Chris Gibson. So Chris Gibson should be up there. But 160 acres. I think he was asking some serious money for this one. Yeah, 200. I think it says $289, but I think it's supposed to be $289,000. I think we started looking at this last week, so I think we're getting into the ones that are getting older. He's made a video about it, and 160 acres overlooking the river. Let's take a look at some pictures. So we got some hills, roads and hills and stuff. I'm not sure exactly where the property lines are, but it looks like there's little roads around the area. Beautiful looking river. This is probably part of the property, so it looks like you can drive into it. It's got some nice looking trees and a meadow, the road and the river. It just looks like a beautiful one. Okay, so those are properties. So let's see if I can answer some questions. Hi, I bought one of the $99 properties about a week ago. It was located in Baxter County, Arkansas. How long before I get the deed? Yeah, so the Baxter County ones, I'm doing electronic recording, and I'll try to. I got a bunch of them down to the notary last week, and getting them recorded. I just gotta get the paperwork processed. It shouldn't take that much longer. It's probably my fault. I've been slow working on different projects, but I'll get it recorded and get you a copy of the recording. So it's electronic recording, and it'll be a PDF that comes back from the recorder with all the recorded information up in the upper right hand corner of the page. And then you can check it with the county if you like. But it's your property. Feel free to go use it, run with it, have fun with it. And the rest is just paperwork. Just takes a little bit of time for me to get the paperwork through. So thank you. Thanks for buying that property. And yeah, I'll get you the deed shortly. Vinny's like, LOL, testing guns in the parking lot. Wow, yeah, that's funny. Not in California. No, you can do it in Winnemucca. Winnemucca's it's a fun town. There's not much there, but yeah. Operation Life. Apache County has pretty strict permits required to build. Yeah, they do. They've got pretty strict permits, just like most everywhere. But people have been able to move in there with an RV and go for it on lots of my properties. And I see, because people come back to me and when they have problems, they ask for refunds, right? And so, like, trying to think of any refunds I've ever given in Apache County, I can't even think of them. And so people buy the properties, they move in, and they live in their RV, and they go for it without the septic, without all kinds of permits, and nobody seems to bother them. Now, I'm sure that's not the case in every single property, and you're going to have the jerk neighbor here and there that tells you otherwise and calls code enforcement and just makes it awful for you. And especially in some of the neighborhoods, especially as you get closer to town. But generally, the bigger the property and the further out away from everybody you get, the less problems you're going to have. And Apache County is one of those counties that's pretty relaxed compared to others, and that's how I'm looking at it and speaking about it. And like, if you ever driven through Apache County, like if you get up into the north parts of Apache County, like you get up into reservation country, like if you're going up to the Four Corners or something, and they're still burning coal. Like, the guys got piles of coal in their front yard, and they're shoveling coal into their furnaces to keep warm. I mean, they're so I don't think they're really out there to pick on you for every nitpicky little thing. They're a lot more generally open. Yeah. Eventually they do refunds, right? I know, right? People buy land, they want refunds. I know I don't like to give refunds, but I do give people refunds if they really want it. They usually end up buying something else anyway. Do I know about Corning, California? No, I don't know Corning, California. Mysterious Granny, just curious as to why people would want a refund. The land is so dang cheap. I know, right? Like, they get the tax bill, and the tax bill is more than they thought, or life changes. That's usually what it is. They buy the land, and then it's not because they find something cheaper somewhere else. I mean, I don't usually have to worry about that, because mine's usually the cheapest stuff out there. It's usually, I think the most common refund request I get is because they found something bigger and better than what they bought. And it's usually one of my other properties. Like, they watched a new video about some property I presented, and they want that one instead. So they want a refund on the old property, and they want to send in more money to get a bigger, better one. Instead of 1 acre, they want 5 acres. Or instead of 5 acres, they want 40 acres or something like that, right? And they bought the little one. They test me out, and they get the paperwork, and everything's great, and everything's fine. Then they go for a bigger one. I think that's a lot more of what the refunds usually are. But every now and then someone's got some complaint about, neighbors won't let them do something, and frustrated about this and that. I think those people shouldn't be buying vacant land. They should be talking to a realtor, and they should be buying something with a house on it that's already been built, and it's already got all the okays, and it's already got everything going for it, and they could fix it up. They could make it better. They could move right in and just have their way with it. But they like the financing and the no credit check and the no background check stuff of vacant land. And so they go for vacant land, and they don't realize how much work it is to take a piece of vacant land and turn it into a livable place. And they think that they're going to be out of paying rent the same day that they buy the land, and they're going to be able to move in there the same day. And they got no clue. Like, they don't know what a generator is. They don't know, like, that you got to actually source water somewhere to live on vacant land, and just basic stuff like that. That's common sense to a lot of us. Some people just don't realize. They've been living in an apartment or living in the city their whole life, and then they move out to vacant land. They don't realize how easy they had it before, and then they want a refund. That's that happens. So, I think a lot of us are more with it than that. But some of those people show up and buy properties, which is, I'm open for business to everybody to buy properties, right? People buy property in the middle of the night without talking to me all the time. They check out with it, and they go for it, and then something happens, something went wrong. They didn't realize this or that, which maybe it was a lack of something in my presentation. Maybe it was a lack of something in their understanding. They don't realize it's an hour to a gas station or something like that. But yeah, okay, so let's here's the exciting part. I'll give some land away. So I was saying it earlier on in this call that I opened up the link below. Dogs chasing chickens. I got pushing the button. It vibrates on his neck and he stops. Remind him, stop chasing the chickens. So the so I opened up the link below for one person to pay $1,500 to get 1,500 mailers. And I will personally figure out where to send that mail to the best of my abilities and price it to the best of my abilities to get deals. And I will personally, not 100% personally, but I will take some of those calls, and my office will take the rest of the calls to try to buy those properties that people want to sell. And we'll also take the calls people call back and just hate on us and say we're awful and rude and everything else for making cash offers on their land at below prices that they believe their land is worth, even though I'm looking at all the data and statistics on land trades in the area. And then we'll buy that land, we'll finance it, we'll buy it, and one way or another we'll get it bought, we'll get it sold, and the difference on there, however much I can make off the difference, I will give away half of that difference to the person that buys those 1,500 mailers. So the same thing for the person that wins. In my question that's coming up here, I'm going to get the comments, or I'm going to get the chat up on the screen. So you're going to get mailers, not actual land, because I've been giving away these Arkansas properties, and I'm basically sold out of all the Arkansas properties, and I don't continuously want to keep going back to get more Arkansas properties all the time. I want to it's a lot of phone calls. It's a lot of work for those properties. And we've got Curtis on the website now. Curtis, he can take the calls and he can answer questions about Arkansas all day long. He's got a ton of Arkansas properties, like lots and lots of them, a lot better quality ones than I've gotten. Because the ones that I got, I bought a ton of them and people cherry picked them. And then the ones that are left are getting down to the bottoms of the ones that are left. So I did a deal to basically sell off all the rest of the Arkansas ones. And so there's no more Arkansas ones. And so I don't want to keep giving away Arkansas ones. So I'm up in the game and I'm giving away mailers. And I think these mailers will get you more money, because the vast majority of the people that got the Arkansas properties, they want to go resell the properties and buy what they want, because you're getting a free property. It's not always the one that you want. And so property is really personal, right? But it works as an asset very well. So if you're doing it for money and financial moving forward, I think it can work very well. So you buy them and sell them. You buy them and sell them all day long, like Curtis is doing on the website. So if you go to ruralvacantland.com and you look at different parts of Arkansas, like Izard County, Curtis is, all the properties on there now are Curtis, and maybe some other sellers, but Curtis is doing it. And I think he's got $500 properties and up, and they mostly have paved roads and power lines, and they're by lakes and just good looking properties, right? And he can talk about the zoning and things on them. And so I'm not giving those away anymore. And I'm giving away mailers, 500 mailers. And it's going to cost me a lot more to do this than the Arkansas properties that I was giving away. But I think I'm going to personally make more off of it. I'm more motivated to do it because I'm keeping half the profits of the deals that happen off of this. And I'm giving away the money for the other half of the profits of the deals. And I want to brag about how much money we can give, or I can give, to that person that wins, if any. I might not get any deals that actually happen and go, or might get some deals that we buy them and they look good and I end up selling them for less than they cost, because it just, for whatever reason, sometimes they don't work out. But if they do come through, then it'll be, I think it should be a lot more value than the Arkansas properties that I've been giving away. So hopefully that makes sense. So let's ask a question. I got to figure out some kind of question from earlier on in the show where I started off. I can't think of something. What am I, Space Cadet today? It's because of the time change. I had to get up too early, right? I don't know. Okay, let's go to a classic way that I've done this in the past and send you guys on a hunt. I'm going to go to ruralvacantland.com and I'm going to do a search and come up with something, and you guys are going to have to go find the same thing to come up with an answer. So I got my face on the screen so you can't see what I'm doing. It's taken forever for the website to come up for whatever reason. Okay, so I'm going to pull up who has the most recent property listed on ruralvacantland.com, the name of that person. And I'm gonna bring it up here on the screen. But if you guys can go find it ahead of time, that would be awesome. So what happened to my chat box? Here we go. So the fifth person, number 5, I'm going to count the fifth person that can figure out who the latest seller on the website is, who just posted the most recent property. I'm kind of pointing at the person. He's got his picture. He's got his name on the website. He posts a bunch of properties on the website. If you could put his name into the chat, the fifth person that puts his name into the chat, I'm going to give away 500 mailers. So 500 mailers to that person who has posted this most recent property. The most recent property is in Mojave County, Arizona. It's 1.08 acres, and I think some people are already the mysterious granny says Jason Lydier. Yeah, it's not Jason, but I see the name going by. So got it on the screen. Let's see if I can blow this up a little bit, make it a little bit bigger. See if I can. Oh, maybe I didn't make it too big. Okay, so let's see where it started. Silence is usually golden. I know, right? Silence is me thinking. Planets, Andy Barnhart. So Andrew W. says Andy. So that's number 1. And even if I count this wrong, it's going to be whoever I say it is, right? Because every time I do this, people get back to me like, no, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. Okay, so I'm going to count Andrew Barnhart, number 1. Jason's wrong. Angela Nadeau, Andrew Barnhart, that's 2. Gone Prospecting says Andy Barnhart, that's 3. Mr. Flash 5 says Andy Barnhart, that's 4. Land Sitter says Jason Lydiard, that's wrong. Jason Lydiard, Awesome Luke, that's wrong. Royce is Andy Barnhart. Now I'm going to lose my count. I'm just too slow at this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roy Merrill. I think Roy Merrill is the 5th. So Roy Merrill, you've won. I'm going to give you 500 mailers. And so what I need from you is I need your contact information. I need to know how to get in touch with you and how to give you money. So like your mailing address, your phone number, your email, that kind of stuff. If you could send it to my assistant Gilian, Gilian, at ruralvacantland.com. Gilian at ruralvacantland.com. You can cut and paste this into your email. Then it's going to take me some time. It's going to take me some time to pull this off. Like, I haven't done the ones from last week yet. I've got it. I think I've got the data and I've got it boiled down and I've got it cooked, but I don't have it priced yet on the ones that I'm mailing. It'll take me a little bit of time. I'm just going to keep sending out mail. I plan to just keep sending out mail. I'd like to keep sending out offers because it comes up with more deals, more and more and more deals. And I just want to get more deals. I want to be flooded in deals, and I just want to take on as many deals as I can because they're economic, because they're fun, because it's what I like to do. Maybe I get a high off the deals. Maybe it's the adrenaline of, oh, geez. But I'm working my way up a little more, deal by deal. And you don't have to put up the money. You don't have to put up the time. You don't have to put up the phone answering. You don't have to do anything. I mean, you can if you want, but you don't have to do anything. One of the guys from last week wants to answer the calls. And so I said, okay, you can answer the calls on yours. And then if you want to keep the deals, that's great. If you want me to help you with the deals, that's great. But I think it's going to be some education along the way. I'm not 100% sure if it's education along the way or not, depending on how far into this he is. I think he's further into it than lots of guys are. So yeah, Roy Merrill says, I'm in no hurry. Yep. So it might be a couple months, and these mailers, they last a long time, right? So I'm going to have a code on there, reference code on the offers that I send out that reverts back to, my databases, and it's you as the one that's my partner on these ones. Usually I have a partner that's paying, or someone that I'm working with, or a group of people or whatever. But on this one, it's going to have you in there as my partner, and that half the profits go back to. And so I'm going to track this thing through the course. And sometimes I send out offers and people get back to me like a year or two later. They say, okay, now I want to sell. Now I need the money. Now something happened. I need the money right now. How fast can you get it to me? So it might not be a deal right away, but over time, it's planting a seed and letting it happen. So Land Sitter says, how do we go about the 1500 deal with you? Yeah, so I got a link in the description below. I don't know if it's still live or not. Just before, like a minute before the show, I opened it up for one more person. And if you go on there and you fill that out, if it lets you, if it says checkout disabled, somebody already went for it. But if you go down there and you do that and fill out the information, I basically need your contact information and the $1,500. You can use credit card or debit card. If you use a bank account, it's got to be like one of the big 5 banks, because you can do it right away with them. If you have, not like a Bank of America or Wells Fargo or Chase or whatever the big 5 are, then it takes time, and someone else will probably check out with it while you're trying to verify the banking account information. So you probably just want to use a debit card and go for it. And then, yeah, I'll do the 1500 and 1500 mailers, and get those things cranked out and go for it. So thank you guys. Thanks everybody. Thanks for listening. Thanks for the interest in the 1500. Last week sold out pretty quick. I offered 4 slots last week and they were gone pretty fast. I'm not going to open it up to unlimited because I don't have the time. I don't have, it's not that kind of offer. I just don't have enough capacity. So thank you. Thanks everybody for listening, for watching. And now let's do it again next week at 9 a.m. Pacific time. And let's talk about more land deals. If you got questions about buying, selling, dealing land, building land, I'll try to answer them. I don't know if I'll know the answers to them all, but I probably know somebody who does, or can look them up or figure them out somehow. Thank you everybody. Talk to you again later.